Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final. Jose Quintana starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, short and sweet isn't what you want from your starting pitcher. How about in his last one, he only lasted 2 innings and was tagged for the loss. So I'm sure they're looking for much improved effort in this one here today.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Here's Starling Marte. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little tapper down the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. 1-0 the count. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Joe Musgrove gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Here comes Dickerson. He's there and records the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. So 1-1. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So Anthony Rizzo will have a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
First delivery to him on the way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Bryant. Is off of first with 2 away. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-1. The 3-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. And this is still a 0-0. Here's David Freese to stand in. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, batting .500, 4 for 8. No balls and 1 strike. Quintana's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Freese stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though. as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And that's through for a hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center. So the first two have reached here to start the second.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Hero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the line.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bell at third. Cervelli on second. Polanco is over at first with 1 away. Count remains 2-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Push softly over toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roy. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Frazier is among one of the elite hitters in today's game in terms of facing off against left-handed pitching. And even more. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Into the box now, Starling Marte. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Ready on 1 and 2. A bouncer up the middle. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll go to the bottom half. Here's Addison Russell. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 0-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's Javier Baez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. So 1-1. Popped him up. Bell in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Cervelli corrals it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana, will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Harrison's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in to try it again. David Freese. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Smoke toward third, and that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the 3rd.
In there, 0-1. Quintana sets. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 0-2. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. High and deep to right. Zobrist ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cervelli. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Ready for another chance, Gregory Polanco. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. Mike Montgomery is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, Joe Musgrove. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
1-2.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go.
And the run is in to score from third. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Adam Frazier stands in as he looks at a called strike. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Starling Marte is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count. 1-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 9 and the Cubs nothing. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a breaking ball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a fastball just a bit high. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Happ aboard here at first with nobody out. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The throw home. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses inside 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
That misses 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he's safe.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And they're runners at the corners now. He's set and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Tough slider down low for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. In now, Addison Russell. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. Harrison in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Into the box, Mike Montgomery. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Marte is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He was a ground out victim last time up. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's David Freese to stand in. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's hitting .429. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Josh Bell the next to hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from 3rd.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from 3rd.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Happ is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. Just a couple of matchups. No hits in 2 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bell leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Curveball that time, not even close. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Ben Zobrist. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Now the pitch. Hot shot down the line. And Freese won't get a glove on this one. It's a fair ball.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May powers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's getting.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Four runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. The 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. Nope. And the changeup is way low that time.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and that's digging in once again. Joe Musgrove, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Hit to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Josh Harrison stands in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way out in front. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High pop up. Russell is there for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 5 on the year. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell.
Addison
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Digging in, Javier Baez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Jason Hayward will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Jason Hayward.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Stephen Brault takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and out of here.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day. at the office as a reliever.
The right fielder, number 18.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Zobrist.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week. Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Kris Bryant now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-2 pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Zobrist stands at first with 1 out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside. Here's the 1-0. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
3-0 to him now. .30 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs. 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Ready once again, Wilson Contreras. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Squared that one up just a little late. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. And the throw to first ends the inning. Eddie Butler is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Ready for another chance? Corey Dickerson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Past history with Eddie Butler. He's just 1 for 6. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Line drive to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They lead it though. It's 10-8. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. Dickerson has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Addison Russell. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. The 1-2. It's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Josh Bell singled home a run in his last time up. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Grounder down the line at third. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Justin Wilson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tommy La Stella will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. A ball and a strike now. This is pulled into right. Reach, and he makes a lunging catch as he winds up on his belly, and there's a fine play for the second out.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Jordy Mercer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10. Jordy.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 45.
So in now for Chicago, Tommy La Stella. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Right side. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Center fielder, number 8.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get the 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Changeup in for a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Kris Bryant, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Fastball in there, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Into the box now, Kris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed. For strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Too low, 1-0. Now the 1-0. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a one-run game now. And he'll get in there safely.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he fouls this one off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
3-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Full count still. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 8th inning coming up. Josh Harrison stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch swinging here, and he doesn't get much of it as it's sent toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Adam Frazier. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 15,
Here's Starling Marte.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The throw pulls him off the bag.
Usually these guys turn the 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed there and it sailed over the second baseman's head.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. A bullet to first base. Ready for another shot now, Josh Bell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. On the ground left side, that's a base hit. 1 run scored. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Dickerson, the runner at third. Bell, second with 2 gone. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. And there's ball 2 now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's gone 2 for 8. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick. Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Steve Cishek answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it. And he takes strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. George Cantos will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Elias Diaz is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. A ball and no strikes. The Cubs find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
There's a strike. Now the 2-1 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Hero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Victor Caratini will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 1 to Tommy La Stella. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2 now. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Polanco has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Polanco, off the LED board and gone. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
A sliding attempt at short, but he can't get a glove on it, and that should be a base hit.
Up next for the Cubs.
Riding in once again, Kris Bryant. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on that.
2-2. Fouled away. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brian Dunsing enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Josh Harrison stands in. Lifetime against Brian Dunsing. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Up next for the Buccos, David Freese, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Davidas Nevoroskis is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Sean Rodriguez will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to left. Dickerson's there. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Addison Russell. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Contreras is off at first with 2 away. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've got 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
15-11 our final in this one. The Pirates used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Steven Brault claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jose Quintana was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45.